Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Comic Book Fanatics, and I wanted to share with you in this video a few books that I had picked up either in the local comic book. No, I want to say comic book. I would say more like the bookstore, and a couple things that I had purchased off of eBay. But I wanted to wait because I had. I think I acquired all these within the past couple weeks, 2 weeks and a half or so, and I wanted to kind of wait until I actually had a good size haul before doing this video. And some of them are minor keys, I guess, and other of them are just books that I really enjoy the cover on, so I decided to pick this up. And so, you know, with my whole idea of this year, pulling back on my modern list and my pull list with the local comic book store and everything, and the intent of actually getting more Silver Ages and key issues, this is, I would say, probably a fairly good start to it, because as I mentioned earlier, some of them are actually minor key issues that you've probably seen or you probably have in your collection. But nevertheless, I'll go ahead and get started, and we'll just start from there. So the first one I want to show you guys is Shazam #1. This is actually my second copy of this, and this is much more of a better copy than I had previously. So I think I got this off of eBay on an auction. I think it didn't even cost me more than $10 or $15. But this is Shazam #1, his first actual appearance, actually, since I believe it's the Golden Age or the Silver Age. I believe it's the Golden Age. But I thought it'd be another great addition to have in my collection, especially a better copy of this. I mean, this is such a beautiful copy, as you guys can really tell. Really nice sharp corners to this. A couple ticks along the spine, but really, you know, nothing really major. And just overall vibrant and beautiful cover here. And, you know, with the whole possibility of them having a Shazam movie coming up within the next couple of years, I'm sure this one is probably the most affordable one right now that you can get off of eBay, or I'm sure you could probably find them in some long boxes at your local comic book store. But I would say this is definitely I recommend this to getting. Now you can find a lot of Golden Ages too off of eBay, and they're not really expensive whatsoever. And a couple of my buddies that I've gotten, you know, like Ray Jr. and Chris, and I think even Big E's picked up a couple of them or so with some Golden Age Shazams, and very, very nice covers, and they didn't really pay that much for it. All right, so moving on, I've also got right here, this is Shazam #25. This one right here is the first appearance of the Mighty Isis. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the old TV show back in the, I think it was early 80s. Mighty Isis was a character that used to come on every week. And I don't know if you can actually see any of her TV shows probably on YouTube or anything. But nevertheless, I thought it would be a great addition to have as well. This, like I said, this is the first appearance of Isis within Shazam, so another good book. Also picked up #1 of Isis, really great copy here, and I think for the most part there's some speculation saying that she actually might have an appearance or a cameo in the Shazam movie coming up, but nevertheless it's still a speculation. However, you know, being Isis was a character I remember watching as a child growing up. I thought it would be really another great addition to have within my collection. And it's a beautiful cover, and it's a beautiful copy as well. This one right here I actually picked up at the bookstore in the town over there where I was at. And he was the cover price on this was actually, I think, $5. And this is the Superman Man of Steel. This is the first appearance of Doomsday. And as you guys know, Doomsday is a major character in the upcoming movie of Batman vs. Superman. And right now, this is not really a very hot book. but I have a feeling this once the word gets out a little bit more that there was a first appearance of Doomsday and it's in this book, maybe the price either will end up going up for a little bit then coming back down. But I found this as a really great deal. I'm not exactly sure how much this book is going right now after market on eBay or anything, because like I said, I had found this book at a bookstore and I thought, being that it was the first appearance of Doomsday, I'll probably be best to snatch it up now. A few more that I got from the bookstore, and these aren't any keys right here or any minor keys. This is Secret Origins #1. This is volume 2 of the series, and I really like the cover on it because it had the old Action Comics of Superman, and it's just another rendition of it from Action Comics #1. As you see, Superman just kind of crashing the automobile right there. All right, and then I also picked up #2 of the Secret Origins. Just an overall very nice cover. It's I would say this probably dates back to I'm going to say either the Copper Age or the Bronze Age. I didn't look at the year on that, but I think it falls between one of those two. It's the old artwork anyway, so really trying to focus my sights on looking at a lot of these older books and like I said, key issues and what have you. All right, I also picked this one up. This is DC Comic Presents #29. This is Superman and the Spectre. Saw this at the bookstore as well. Really enjoyed the cover on this, so I just wanted to pick it up. And like I said, these books, I think they were selling for at the most $2, even if that. So why not have it, right? A few other covers that I really liked. This is Batman #0, Detective Comics. Really beautiful cover on that one. Almost a very similar to what they were doing with the Dark Knight 3, if you look. So I wonder if that's actually a cover swipe from this book right here. So that'd be interesting. I guess I'm going to have to put them together and just kind of look at that and see if there's any type of resemblance to it at all. All right, so, and I also picked up Batman Detective Comics #671. Wow, look at this. It's got the old werewolf, the mummy, and Frankenstein on there, and just an overall crazy cover, I think. A very classic cover, if you will. And then Batman Detective Comics #704 here. Now this is a just I love the cover. Basically, Batman on top, and it just kind of silhouetted out. It's just a very eerie type of a Batman cover, and you've got the bats in the background and what have you. Just overall a classic Batman pose. Also found Batman Detective Comics #705. I love this cover with the Riddler on it, and just Batman on. You see Batman right here, and I just love that how they did Batman, just covered up and just very brooding right there, very dark and brooding. So really enjoyed that cover. All right, let me make some room down here for a second, and a few more actually I found at that bookstore. I found this cover right here. This is Wonder Woman #245. This is it just caught my eye. Just a really beautiful cover of Wonder Woman, and just kind of deflecting the bullets, or I think it's ice, because it says right here, vengeance from fire to ice. I don't know. It could be her deflecting fire and ice, but then again, I see a bullet right there, so maybe a variety of things. I've not read this storyline, but I just think it's a beautiful cover, and it's a 35 cents, so it's definitely a Bronze Age cover, and wanted to have that one as well. This one right here, another beautiful Wonder Woman cover, and guest starring Deathstroke in there. And just like I said, just caught my eye and just stood out to me, and I really love the caption she has right there. It says "Miss me." So enjoy that cover. And also found Judge Dredd #1 for any of those Judge Dredd lovers and followers right there. This is the first issue. I think either the third series or the fourth series. I can't recall. I'll have to look that up again. But being that it was a #1 and love the way they did Judge Dredd on there, so I just wanted to pick that one up. Also picked up this premiere issue of Shy. And you know what? I can never figure out how to say either Shy or She, but I think it's Shy. This is #1 of Shy the series. Beautiful cover art on there. So I just definitely wanted to have that. Now, I got this off of eBay. I think it was like maybe, I think $20 or something. It's $20 variant. This is a modern variant of Batman Adventures #12, first appearance of Harley Quinn. Now, this is the Wizard World Comic-Con box, and this was only given within the Comic-Con boxes, kind of like what you guys see in the Marvel Core and Loot Crates and what have you. And they're actually giving this out as an exclusive in those boxes. That's the only way you could actually get it. And I believe this came out. Oh my God, I don't remember the year. I think it was 2011. Might have been, or something's telling me 2015, but I don't think that's right. But this is a really beautiful copy, and then of course this is a variant, but it's not the original Harley Quinn first appearance of Batman Adventures #12, like you guys saw in one of my holy grails. But I wanted to get this because it's just such a gorgeous copy, and I love how they did the cover. So I think it's just another great addition to have if you're a Harley fan and you wanted to have and if you can't afford, of course, the original one, this is probably a nice one to have if you want to have it in your collection or just as a reader's copy right there. So, Batman Adventures 12, Mad Love. And you know what? You guys already seen this one, right? Yeah, you guys seen this one. This is the Batman Eternals, the German edition, number 19. But threw that in there again because I just love the color, guys. Really, really in love with this cover. And this is one I think I'm going to get sent into either PGX or CBCS to get graded. It's not a key issue, of course, but it's just a gorgeous cover, and I want to get it slabbed so I can preserve it. Now, this one, guys, I got this off of Midtown, but this is an Art Germ cover right here of the Dark Knight 3 Master Race. This is the black and white variant to that. And anything Art Germ, he produces some gorgeous and absolutely beautiful covers. And it's just something that, being a follower of Art Germ, anytime I find anything that he does or sees anything that he might be possibly doing, I'll pick that up. Now, this one right here is the color version of it. And of course, you guys know I prefer the color version as opposed to the black and white ones. But this is something that's just absolutely gorgeous when it comes to having some full colors and bringing out the characters and the shading and everything and what have you of all the everything that goes within the production of the artwork. And it turns out to me it's just a masterpiece. Gorgeous cover right there. Alright, and I actually got this one off of eBay right here. This is Catwoman number 51. This is the variant to it, and very sought after for some reason, you know. And I don't want to say because these numbers right here, if you guys don't know, it comes from the TV show Lost. These are the Lost numbers. Now, I don't think this is it's sought out because of that. This is an Adam Hughes cover, but nevertheless, I think it's a beautiful cover. And I think I ended up paying no more than $30 off of an auction for this one. So I think I got it for a really good deal. And for a variant cover for being $30, I think, I've had this on my wish list for quite some time. So I, wanted to finally put it into my collection. Excuse me. Okay. So next one I've got this is Joker Asylum, Poison Ivy #1. And I really love the cover on this of how they did Poison Ivy. Now, there's a few other ones there's the Joker Asylum #1, Harley Quinn, and there's the Penguin and the Riddler and what have you, of all the villains. Now, this one right here, really love this cover, and I really love the Harley Quinn one. So I actually bought this one. I picked this one up off of mycomicshop.com, and they had a copy of this, and I don't think I paid more than cover price for this, and really beautiful cover, so why not have it in my collection, right? All right, let me move on to some Marvel books. Those were all DC, and so I'll move on to some Marvel books. Now, this one right here, this is Luke Cage and Luke Cage Power Man number 47, and this one actually came with a set that I have of books that I have auctioned for. Now, this one right here, this is the Power Man. This is the first crossover with Iron Fist. And for this series, of course, so I actually auctioned it, and it was 3 books. It was this one, and this was 47, 48, and 49. And so, and I think I actually got these for $10 on off of eBay. So no one was bidding on them, and so I was just like, hey, you know, with the chance of the talk of Iron Fist coming on to crossing over with Iron Man within the Netflix series, I thought it'd be a really great addition to have as well. Alright, I must have been talking for a while because my camera shut off, and that's my camera's way of telling me to shut up. This one I also bought off of mycomicshop.com. This is Daredevil 175. This is a Frank Miller cover, and not necessarily a key issue or anything. I was just trying to close up some gaps on that Frank Miller run that I have, and I think I'm almost there. But I'm going to take a break on those for a little bit. Like as I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to focus on some Silver Ages. So that might be my last Frank Miller Daredevil for quite some time, unless I find a good deal like in a dollar bin somewhere. But these are starting to really go up in prices. I think you get them for like $5 or $10 now, or something within that nature. But I'm going to hold off on those for a little bit. All right. Got this one off of eBay. This is the Uncanny XMen number 158. This is the first full appearance of Rogue within the Uncanny XMen, and I just like I said, with I believe there is some talk of Rogue either having her own movie or having a spotlight in an upcoming X-Men movie or some type of movie. But I don't remember. But I think being that she is a major character within the X-Men universe, it is a good copy to have within your collection if you don't have that yet. Alright, next one is Uncanny X-Men 222. Not a minor key or a major key. This is just a cover that I really enjoyed that has Wolverine and Sabretooth on there. You know, there's different covers and a few covers of both of these characters, but this just happens to be another one, so, you know, another one to have in the collection. But like I said, I'm probably going to be closing up shop when it comes to some of these books, just to kind of focus on key issues in Silver Age. Alright, this next one right here is X Factor number 15. This is where Angel loses his wings. He actually got into a fight with a group called the Marauders, and the storyline, I believe, is in X Factor number 10, and also crosses over with Thor. I think it was like 350 something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But he ended up getting his wings amputated off because of that fight that they had. And so I thought this would be a nice... It's just absolutely a beautiful cover anyway, so... Alright, and the next one I have is X Factor number 24. This is the first full appearance of Archangel, and a major character within the X Factor universe. So I just another one that I didn't have within the X Factor series, so I picked that up. Alright, so the next one I have is X-Force number 11. I have this one already, but I think this is actually a better copy than the one I have. Really love the cover with Deadpool and Domino on there. This is a Liefeld cover. Now this is said to be the first full appearance of Domino. Okay, I think Nina Thurman was her name, I believe it is. But like I said, first full appearance of Domino, but of that character, Nina Thurman. But I don't know. We'll see. Now this one right here is the New Mutants. I have this one. This is the first print with the purple cover. I ended up buying this one off of eBay. I think the guy was selling it for $10 or something. I wound up bidding on this one. It's first issue, is a better cover than what I originally have, and this is the last of the within this series. And this is the cameo of the X-Force. So what happens? The New Mutants end up leaving the X-Mansion, and then you see him talk, which is the cameo about forming the X-Force. So that's where this leads into the first, of course, in the X Factor. So I think it's a really good book to have. All right, let me make some room here because we're starting to get full, and we're almost done here, guys, so bear with me as I go through this. Got this off of eBay, I don't know, maybe about $30, I think it was. I didn't pay a lot for it. This is the new Teen Titans #1, and as you guys know, Teen Titans are starting to become, prices on these books are starting to soar. So get them while you can, because once they start talking a little bit more about the Teen Titan movies and everything, you know how when it comes to speculation and prices of these books going up, you got to either catch them before or catch them after. And sometimes, usually after is not always good. After, sometimes the books will go in price, or sometimes they just go down once the hype is up. You know, but I've always wanted this. Has always been on my wish list, and I found a really good deal. The guy was, like I said, the guy I ended up on the auction, ended up winning for about $30 or so, give or take a few cents or so. All right, next one I got was the new Teen Titans #2. This is the first appearance of Deathstroke. You see Deathstroke here in the background, and another book that has definitely started rising in currency. If you don't have this yet, recommend you getting it before it gets any more expensive. I won an auction on this for a little over $40. Not a bad price to pay for a key issue of a major character. I recommend you guys, pick this up. Deathstroke's a wonderful character. Oh man, if you guys haven't seen, there's a pre-order going on with Sideshow Collectibles right now of Deathstroke. Man, I tell you what, that is a beautiful, beautiful piece. I am really on the fence about pre-ordering that bad boy, because I think it was going for like $800 or so. But if you really look at the design on it and the detail and everything, oh my God, it's gorgeous. Like I said, go on Sideshow, check it out for yourself. It's just a beautiful piece overall. All right, next one I got off of eBay as well. This is the Tales of the Teen Titans #44. Now don't mistake Tales of the Teen Titans with the new Teen Titans. Totally different series here, guys. But this is actually the first appearance of Nightwing, another major character. And then you've got a Hobbit right here, a Bilbo Baggins Hobbit. No, seriously, but there's Nightwing, and of course there's Deathstroke. Great cover. Finally got this one. This is Wolverine #1, and a guy that we know, that me and Ray know, that we've done business with in the past. He always cuts us some really great deals on this, and I think he gave me Wolverine #1. This is the first series after the limited series of Wolverine as the Patch. Okay. Now this one, I think he ended up. I think he gave me this for like $20 or something within that. So I thought it was a fair price, really fair price, and he's always done us really some justice. So shout out to him. His name is Chris. Appreciate that, brother, and appreciate the deal you gave me on that one. Also, check these ones out, guys. Look at this. Now I'm about to show you guys something. This is the Ultimate Fallout Number 4, first appearance of Spidey, Miles Morales as Spidey. Okay, this is the first one. It's still in the poly bag too. I don't know if you guys can tell. This is still in the poly bag. Now, this guy was selling these off of eBay for $100 and I think I bought $160. But wait a minute, not just for that book. He also was selling the second print of this with the white cover, and also the third print. I'm sorry, the second printing of a variant issue. And wait for it, guys. Check this out. Bam! This is the variant of that one, Ultimate Fallout, guys. This is the expensive one right here. This is the one I've seen on eBay selling for $200 to $300. This guy gave me all 4 of these for $160, and I contacted him. I was like, "Hey, is that the variant issue? The individual, what was his name that did that? Clayton Crane. I'm sorry, the Clayton Crane one." And he said, "Yep, it's the expensive one." And I was like, "Okay, well, shit, I'll buy it." And as I mentioned, all 4 of them for $160, and you can't go wrong. Because if you look at it, I made my money back on this one if I decide to flip it. All right, and I think the last one I have for you guys is, you guys already seen this Gwenpool Holiday Special. This is the J. Scott Campbell variant, and anything J. Scott Campbell, guys, just wanted to show you that one. And the very last one that I have for you guys, I also collect heavy metal, but the reason why I wanted to show you guys this one, the artist on this is Tom Wood, and I've met him at a few conventions here in Texas. And I actually bought this print off of him, and he had told me back earlier on in the year, he's like, "Yeah, Heavy Metal is supposed to be publishing this one on one of the covers coming out soon and what have you." And nevertheless, this, I subscribed to Heavy Metal, and this came in my mailbox, and sure enough, this was the print that I actually purchased at one of the conventions from him, had him signing it all. And so hopefully at the next convention, when I find out, I'll bring this book in to get it signed. And once I get that signed, I'll send it in probably to CGC to get it slabbed, because I think for the most part CBCS and PGX do not do magazines yet, but I know CGC does magazines. And I have a Savage Sword of Conan #1 that I need to get pressed, and I want to send in to get slabbed, to get preserved. But CGC is the only one that does that right now. All right, so there it is. That is my haul from the past couple weeks. A couple minor key issues in there, and a couple covers that I've picked up through various places. And I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. And coming up is the New Year celebration. I usually don't go out a lot on New Year's because I just don't want to deal with the crazies out there. Nevertheless, you guys be safe and take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Comic Talk. All right, don't forget, Sunday Comic Talk.